Hey there everyone, welcome to another video of Fox Android. So in this video we're gonna learn how to upload an image from an Android app to Firebase storage, right? So let me just demonstrate what we're gonna get by the end of this video. So if you can see on my mobile screen, there are two buttons, select image and upload image. So if I just select an image from my local device, so let me select this image. So you can see the image has been set to the image view in our activity. So now if I want to upload this image to the Firebase storage, then I need to press this upload image. So you can see uploading file. So successfully uploaded. So let us see that if we have successfully uploaded the image. Let me refresh this. So there is this images folder. Let me go inside this folder. So there's this file. So here you can see we have the same file that we have uploaded from our app, right? So this is what we'll be getting by the end of this video. So without much ado, let's get started. So guys, if you're new to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and press the bell notification icon for seeing the notification of the upcoming videos. And by the end of the video, if you like the video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button as well. So first thing first we'll connect our app to our Firebase project. So for that, we'll go to tools, select Firebase. So in the assistant window, just go to cloud storage for Firebase, get started, connect to Firebase. So this will just open up the Firebase console inside our browser. So here if you want to create a new project, you can just click on this add project button and fill in some details and new project will be created. But I already have a project, so I'll connect my app to that project. Just click on the existing project, click on this connect button. So okay, our app has been connected to our Firebase project. You can see connected. Now we need to add certain dependencies inside our project. So just click on this, add the cloud storage SDK to your app. It may take a while, so I'll just skip this till the build is finished, right? So okay guys, dependencies has been added and our project is successfully connected to Firebase. So now first we'll design the front end part, right? So let me quickly delete this. So let me import a text view. Let's change it to the parent. So now we're gonna import an image view. So now we're gonna import two buttons. So okay guys, we are done with the front end part. So basically we have one text view, one image view and two buttons to select the image and upload the image to the Firebase storage, right? So now let us quickly dive into the backend code. So first we need to enable view binding. So if you do not know about view binding, I have a dedicated video on that. You can just check out that video. And in case you do not want to use view binding, you can just go with the old method, find view by id, right? That will work perfectly fine. So okay, the sync has been completed. Now let us do the view binding thing. Okay guys, till now we have done the usual stuff, right? So now what you want to do is, first we want to write the code to select the image from the local device. So first we're gonna set the on click listener on select image button, right? So let us call the method select image and let us create this method. So to select the image we need to create an intent, right? Okay guys, we have made the intent and we have set the type to select the image, and the action for the intent will be to get some content, and then we have called start activity for result, and inside this the first argument we have passed is the intent we have just created, and second is the request code that we're gonna use right now. So we need to overwrite one method on activity result, right? So inside this, first we're gonna check if this method has been called for our request code. So we'll compare it with 100 because here the request code is 100, right? The second thing we're gonna check is if data is not equal to null, that means we have got something inside it. So now we have to create a URI reference variable. So let us name it as image URI, and we're gonna use it here. Image URI is equal to data dot get data, right? Now we're gonna set this to the image view, this particular image that has been selected by the user. Pass dot set image URI and we'll pass the image view. So till now what we have done is we have set the image selected by the user to the image view in our activity. Now we need to write the code to upload the image to the Firebase storage, right? So for that, first we're gonna set the on click listener. Let us call this method, and now we're gonna create this method. So for this we need the storage reference variable, right, to refer to the Firebase storage. Let it call as storage reference only. Storage reference is equal to Firebase storage dot get instance dot get reference. So now we're gonna put a file to this reference. So we're gonna use this method dot put file, and the file will be image URI, right? And then we'll attach on success listener. This will be the callback method that will be called if the file has been successfully uploaded, right? And also the on failure listener, and this callback will be called if there is any failure in uploading the file, right? So inside this what we'll do is binding dot firebase image dot set image URI to null. So now we do not want the image in the image view, right, because it has been uploaded to the Firebase storage, and then we're gonna raise a toast. So now for the reference, what we want to do is we want to make the name of the file as from the current date and time. So for that, what we're gonna do is so guys, this is the method to get the string in the form of year, then month, day, hours, minutes and seconds, right? So whenever this method will be called, the particular time and date will be set as the name of the file, right? So now we're gonna use it here in the reference. So we want to store it inside the images folder, and then we want to concatenate it with the file name, right? So now we have got the reference, and inside this we have attached the on success listener and on failure listener. Here also we need to raise a toast to let the user know that there was some failure. Failed to upload. And we want to make a progress dialog as well. So let us create a progress dialog reference variable. Let us pass the context. So okay guys, whenever this method will be called, so first we have made sure that a progress dialog box should be visible on the screen, right? So the user could know that the file is being uploaded. Then if the file has been successfully uploaded, we want to make sure that the progress dialog is being dismissed, right? And also if there is any failure, then also we want to make sure that the dialog bar should be dismissed, right? So I guess we are pretty much done with everything. So let me quickly install this app to my cell phone and check if it is working fine or not, right? So okay guys, the app has been installed to my cell phone, as you can see on my mobile screen. So before uploading the image, we need to change the rules of the Firebase storage, right? So here we'll just delete this because we're not gonna authenticate before writing here. So just make it allow read and write. Publish this. So okay, rules has been published. So now let me quickly select an image, right? So let us select this image, and now if I just upload this image, so okay, image has been successfully uploaded. Let me refresh this. So here you can see a folder named images has been created. So here is the image. Let us check this. So this is the same image that we have uploaded. So I guess we have successfully implemented this function to our Android app, right? And I also hope that you guys have understood the code. So if you have understood the code and liked the video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. In case you have any doubt, I'll put the link to the source code in the description below. You can check out the source code. You can ask your doubts in the comment section, or you can DM me on Instagram. The Instagram username will be there on your screen right now. And if you're new to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and press the bell notification icon for receiving the notification of the upcoming videos. So that was it for today's video. See you in another video. Bye.